So we are currently cruising on the Autobahn on our way to go pick up some parts, but you won't see these parts until videos sometime next week because it's currently a surprise. But I always bring the camera with me just in case we find some cool roads, meet someone cool, see some more cool parts. You never know on these parts runs. Now I know I shouldn't say this, and I'm probably 100% gonna jinx it, but the weather is absolutely amazing today. I think there might be a chance we have finally made it to summertime. Like I said, I probably just jinxed it, but it is beautiful today. And we made it. That drive was so much longer than it needed to be. I hit so much traffic. I was supposed to be here around 5:30. It's currently 6. It took forever, but we made it. All right, boys, check it out. We got a box. He also gave me an ECU. I'm not sure to what, but I said I'll take it for whatever reason. But yes, the surprise in the box, which you'll see sometime next week. So I'm currently stuck in traffic, which sucks, but we have a 458 up here. Not bad. And farther back, there's a nice either 964 or 911. Hopefully you can catch up. But yeah, traffic kind of sucks, but some nice cars. That thing does be sounding nice. You don't want it though. Watch this. Woo, gone. Smoked him. You know, I knew it was gonna happen. I washed my car yesterday. I talked about how nice it was today, and now it's raining. All right, just a little bit much. Yo, this rain came out of nowhere and my garage is flooding. Yo! Oh no! My drain's clogged again. What is happening? Where did this come from? Well, that's not cool. Dude, out of nowhere. I gotta fix that real quick. Get a couple of these real quick. There we go. There we go. That's what I needed. Thank you. Holy crap. Well, it was nice today. That's better. Before my whole entire garage is underwater. Look at that. I got all the way back to, like, way back here. Good grief. All right, well, now that's draining. Yo, I am so glad I made it home when I did. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that is all hail now. Dude, where did this come from? It was sunny and like, you can hear it. Dude, there are huge chunks. It was sunny and like 80 degrees and now it's downpouring and hailing and my garage is flooding. This little drain, because like it slopes this way and it catches right here. Dude, the pieces of hail are huge. You can hear it smacking in the garage door. Holy crap. I am so glad I got home when I did. Please keep up, drain. This must be how Evan Shanks feels, because his entire garage floods every time it rains, so this really isn't too bad, but it's kind of backing up again, so I had to keep an eye on that. I had to go ahead and close the door down. It was getting kind of crazy. The drain works decently well. The problem is this section where the drain is actually uphill for where it pulls, so all of it drains down into this area. Some of it drains, but most of it gets stuck over here because this is actually uphill from this section. So even though I'm going through and pushing all of this water that way into the drain, it just runs back down this side and this side. I don't think it'll flood like the entire thing since the drain is there, but I'm gonna watch it for a minute because I don't want to have the entire garage flooded, because that's definitely no fun. All right, well, the rain chilled out a little bit. I made kind of like a little like rock wall right through here. What I really need is like a great drain right across the front so nothing can actually run into the barn. But for now, this should be okay. It's built up a little bit. When I close the door down, instead of kind of like jamming to the ground, it should be enough. Like I said, with that drain there, it shouldn't flood the entire thing, but it's just a bad design being uphill from when the water actually pools, but it should be okay. I don't know if the camera did any of that justice, but that was an insane amount of rain out of nowhere. And I'm from Florida. I know hurricanes are like nothing to us, but that was a lot of rain mixed in with like quarter-size hail out of nowhere. I'm so glad the car's in the garage. So it's currently the next day. I have been trying to work on the Pink Floyd since we pulled that engine out, but yesterday, tons of errands to run, then the massive rainstorm and all the flooding, and then I had a super awesome call with Fabulous, which is always good. But today I come out and my back left tire here is flat and it's leaking from the valve stem. So these were brand new valve stems. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe got a rip in it, which is very weird to happen, but yep, leaking from right in there. So I tried pulling it forward. I don't have the actual tool. I'll try that first and see if it just came unseated somehow. I mean, I'm glad there's no like hole in my tire, which is good, but that's kind of annoying. So I have to go through, debead this a little bit, put a new one in if I can't fix this one, which I'll probably just get a new one anyways. But yeah, that's how my day's going. All right, we are functional. Once again, I stole one of Casey's R32 wheels, so that's good for right now. I checked this entire tire. There's no holes in anywhere through here. The tread's all good. No blowout on the sidewall. It's just a leaky valve stem. So thankfully, it's a very, very easy fix. And I don't need a new tire, so that's good to go. But for now, we're rocking the R32 Life. But if you're wondering, this is 18 by 8. These are 18 by 7.5 with a 15 mil spacer, so 18 by 7.5 plus 23. Not a bad fitment, but there you go if you're wondering. All right, so aside from all the fun we're having over there, not much has changed with this car as of right now. So I go through, pull the harness out, gut the bay, clean it. I'm very behind on schedule, but I did manage to score a set of the 100mm axle flanges to fit the Mark IV O2J with the Mark III axles. Same thing we did in the Savoy. Now, there is a possibility we might be going 6-speed O2M for this car, because you guys have already seen Fabulous offers the mounts to fit the Mark IV O2J and a Mark III. Everything fit perfectly and works as it should, but they also offer the mounts for the O2M. So we might be doing 1.8T O2M 6-speed in this car. It depends if I can find one, how close it is, how expensive they are. We'll see. If I can't find one in enough time, we'll stick with the O2J, which I already have, but it would be cool to go to the O2M 6-speed. All right, hopefully this fixes all of our issues. So if we look in here, my valve stem on this outer side completely tore. I don't know how in the world, I mean, this whole piece should be sitting flush to the barrel here, but the whole thing is ripped. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it did. But got a new one, and again, I'm glad it's not my tire. I'd rather it be this, so easy fix. All right, easy enough. New valve is in. Let's fill it up and make sure to hold air. So valve stem is holding air, no leaks from here. The tire is good all the way around, no issues. So all set. All right, we are finally back home. It is about to start downpouring, so a quick wheel swap and then we'll be on to the Pink Floyd. All right, so the wagon is officially stancy once again. No more leaks, everything's good to go. The weather's gone to crap. It's flooding all through here, and this section's flooding again. Like I said, it's just a bad drain design. It works kind of, but this dumps right from the roof straight to here, and it is like, it's not great. Anyways though, it is finally time to get working on this car. So our goal for today is to get the entire harness out of this car, and then the harness pulled off of this engine and boxed up and ready to ship. All I know, every time I see this blue interior, it just makes me so happy. I love it so much. And I went ahead and tossed in the aluminum door pins. I still need 2 more for the rear, but we're off to a good start. I might try and find some of the opt ones for this instead, but for now, that's not bad. But the blue, I absolutely love the blue. Oh yes, here we are under the dash. My absolute favorite place in the whole wide world to ever be working. So go through, pull this little panel right here off, and then there's a little tab on the side of your fuse box. Pop it out, pull all the connectors out of the way, fuse box will come out, and then all the rest of the wires will go through to the engine bay. I have a more detailed video on how to actually pull this out. There's one little like connector, like slide piece that locks them all in. Just pop it free, and then everything comes out no problem. And if you're worried about how you put them back, all the connectors on the back of the fuse box only fit into one spot. So unless you like slam it into place, there's really nothing to worry about. It's not as scary as it seems. It looks like a mess of wires, and it is a mess of wires. but it's really not that scary. So one by one, just pull them all out and you're good to go. All right, step one has been completed. Our fuse box has been fully disconnected, and we have, you know, this now. So we gotta go through and start pushing it through the firewall. Not all of this will go out, but a good portion of it will. So now we come out here to the engine bay, over to where the loom goes through, which is right there and right there. Pry the grommet out and then slowly start feeding everything out of there. So easy enough, our harness has been removed, fuse box to the ECU, everything between, very easy, nothing new there. But this is my first automatic Mark III, as I said before. This one actually has a whole separate wire harness just for the automatic transmission, and actually it goes into the inside of the car, and I'll show you where it comes in. If you look right on down here, it comes in through this bottom section right there, goes down into here, all the way through here, and apparently there's a whole separate computer for that transmission back under the rear seat. Now I went ahead and messaged Matt real quick because honestly I don't feel like pulling up the entire side of the car or the back seat just for that harness. But thankfully, what he said I can do, if I just unplug all of this harness out of the fuse box, which I've already done, I can snip it right here, just cut that, push it through, and then it's done. There'll be no power to it. Nothing can cause any problems, and then it's just gone out of the way. Because I don't need any of this for the swap. I just need that harness and that harness. So, like I said, everything's out of the fuse box. Just gonna cut it right here, tuck it away, and then all good. Now doing this is pretty much the same thing I did in the Savoy, but on the Savoy we had the ABS brake booster here. We deleted ABS, went to the non-ABS setup, but I still had the entire ABS harness through the car. But instead of pulling everything out of the car because it's wired all through and all the way to the back of the pane, I just sipped it right here, pushed it through the firewall, capped it off, and everything was good. As long as there's no power to it, there's no issues. All right, so moving over to here, it's about time we unbury this thing. It's been covered for quite a long time. So this is our 1.8 turbo. I need to get the harness. So from these plugins, this whole section, whatever's across the front, just all of the engine harness off of this to go with that, package up, and hopefully ship that either tomorrow or Saturday. All right, so there is our first section of the harness. This one's already off before. This is the part that goes under the rain train, the Mark IV, and then goes down to the large section of your ECU, the computer. I said to go through and pull off, or is it at this one? This is the small connector on the ECU, and that's going to run through and connect to most of this stuff here in the front. So we'll get to pulling this one off and then we're done. Actually, I think I said that wrong. I'm pretty sure that is all I need. Just the plug-in for this side of the ECU and all of these ones. This connector here is because this was an automatic 1.8T. This is the plug-in for the ECU for the transmission, which will get deleted. But I don't think I actually need this smaller section to the engine ECU because all of this plug-in that goes to like the coil packs and all that stuff will stay on the engine, and it's already Mark IV. Doesn't need to be converted, so I'm pretty sure that and that is all I need. Okay, so yeah, just confirm with Matt. This here is all we'll need, actually minus the Mark III ECU. Just see the Mark IV one, but Mark III harness, Mark IV harness, everything is good to go. I'll send them two, get one back, plug and play harness, so easy to use. It'll go from Mark III fuse box to Mark IV accessories, and again, it's just so easy to use. It's plug and play. You guys saw the harness he did for the VR5. That thing worked flawlessly. I plugged it in, no issues, it worked perfectly. Matt is definitely a genius when it comes to wiring, so if you have a swap you're doing and need a harness, definitely right here, this is your guy. You'll send in your Mark III harness, your Mark IV harness, whatever you're doing. Both harnesses, get one back. It's plug and play, super simple. Make sure you guys check them out. All right, so with a little bit of cutting, there goes our automatic transmission harness. No longer needed, so that's gone. This section here will get tucked through. I'll get another cap, just block that off, and done. So at this point, the engine bay has no more wires. So to pull this out, get the booster off, and there's still more stuff to do, obviously, but looking better. There we go, boys. Just like that, Mark III and Mark IV harness packed up, ready to go to Eurocraft. So it's currently the end of the day on Thursday. I was feeling earlier that we're kind of behind schedule in this car, but now the engine's out, harnesses are out, packed up, ready to go. I think we're now back on schedule. The last thing I want to have done before the end of this week is have the entire engine bay gutted, and I want to go through and clean all the wax off and clean the entire bay. Like, I want to have this out of here, all of this, these cables, all these super annoying little grommets that I hate so much. I want all that out. What I'm so excited for. I cannot wait to go through, peel up all this wax, compound these frame rails, wax them, and just see how nice the paint is. Like, this should be in here. Same as the Savoy. It was dirty and gross, but underneath that wax is brand new, untouched paint from 94, and it just looks like, to have this like factory paint in a bay from 94, that looks beautiful. It's so cool to me. I cannot wait to see how that comes out. Now, I'm not going to pull the subframe out just yet. I still want to be able to roll the car around, but for the most part, everything else will be gone soon. But with that, getting the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.